Achik is kind of correct. Who wins, an army of 18 constructs or some tiny insect boys? Sheesh. Yo! What's up, friend, and welcome back to a new Aetherdrift standard video. And today we're going to have a look at a deck list that I was incredibly excited for, which is Golgari Selfmill, because it got a lot of new toys from the new set. Most importantly, Achik, Emerald Radiant. It's a 6-mana 3/3 card, Insect Druid. When it enters, you create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, you put a 1/1 counter on Achik. Each opponent loses 1 life. Now, you might be looking at this card and be like, oh, that's so commander coded. But then when you realize that it's a card that you can bring back for 3 mana if you bring it back with Scrimming Emergence, which is a sorcery where you return a target non-land permanent card from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard to the battlefield, it gets a lot more interesting. Because in Selfmill, of course, our goal is to throw a bunch of creatures in the graveyard and get benefits from it because our creatures get cheaper to cast. So think about Hollow Marauder or Huskburst or Swarm. Now, both these creatures cost 1 less to cast based on creature cards in your graveyard. And if you cast them and you have a Beanstalk in play, which is why we play Beans in here, you get to draw a card, which is also why the Overlord's in here, because the Overlord has sweet Selfmill synergy. And while you play the card, or if you impend the card with the Beans in play, you still get to draw a card off it. So Beans is kind of like the card advantage in here. But at the same time, the Hollow Marauder and the Huskburst or Swarm are kind of in the deck to basically allow you to cast them for 1 if your graveyard's filled up nicely and overwhelm your opponent. But that's where Achik is also just fantastic, because while you shove all these creatures in the graveyard to discount these guys, Achik will just get you a ton of insects. One of the cool things is also that Huskburst or Swarm is an insect, which gives it, you know, some Achik synergy there, which is pretty cool. Didn't really notice that when I built the deck, because if you check my channel out, I think a couple of weeks ago, I published a Golgari Bean Selfmill deck, which is why this one was inspired off, but I shoved a bunch of new cards in there, including Achik. So when we're playing Achik and we have that insect synergy, we might as well play the Swarm Weaver too, a 4-mana 2/3, and when it enters, you create 2 insect tokens with flying. And as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, insects and spiders get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. So you could call this deck a Golgari Selfmill deck, but you could also call it a Golgari like insect or spider deck, which is really cool. So Achik floods the board with a ton of insects, and then the Swarm Weaver buffs them up and gives them Death Touch, because it's pretty easy for you to get Delirium in this deck list as well. We have a lot of artifact creatures, we have a lot of enchantments, we have a lot of, like, we have sorceries, we have instants. So we basically have it all, and it's with all the Selfmill, it's easily accomplishable too. So that's kind of the cool stuff that we're working with. Overwhelming Remorse is removal that we always play in this deck, because it also triggers Beans and gets discounted based on creatures in your graveyard. But there's also a new removal spell that we now have access to. I only played 2 copies because I was trying to like figure out if I vibed with it. But I wouldn't be surprised that if I make this the best of 3 version, I'll go higher on it. This is Quag Feast. It's a 2-mana sorcery. You choose a target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle, mill 2 cards, and then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. So not only do you, you know, mill yourself as you do this, but you also just like remove creature, planeswalker, or vehicle, which is incredibly valuable. Now, of course, it is sorcery speed, which limits it a bit, but it just synergizes incredibly nicely with this deck and what you're trying to do. Now, one card I haven't mentioned yet is Dredger's Insight. Like, this card continues to impress me. It's a 2-mana enchantment. Whenever one or more artifact and or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. Whenever this enchantment enters, you mill 4 cards, and you may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards into your hand. So it's basically like a cash grab equivalent, but instead it's on an enchantment, and it has that like life gain synergy that could just buy you enough time to, you know, stall your opponent and just flood the board with a bunch of insects or cheaply cost like expensive creatures or anything of the sort. It's just a really cool you know, Selfmill deck, and Achik is just fantastic. Like, I adore this card. I like the fact that this is almost like an insect synergy deck, and once you put Achik in play, you get like 8 insects out of it, and you have a Swarm Weaver, and they all just get +1/+1 and Death Touch. Nobody's winning. Like, nobody is winning. And once again, like I said too in a previous video, once you work with the graveyard, yes, it can be shut down, but of course, while you are in green colors, you have access to being able to deal with that as well. So being able to have Haywire Mites or other like enchantment or artifact removal, so you can stop those ghost vacuums, so you can stop those rest in pieces, and then you can continue your strategy. One of the only like things that was a little bit risky about this deck is that I was really close to milling myself all the time. Either because I was drawing a lot of cards with beans, which is why there's only 3 copies in here now. I felt like if I had 2 beans in play, I was just really like too close to milling myself. So 1 copy of beans is good enough, which is why I play like 3 of them right now. And outside of that, we're still a little bit of experimenting necessary because you do want to make sure you have a lot of creatures in the deck so that you can get a lot of insect tokens out of Ashlizzlle. But yeah, for now, I was really happy with this. I'll make a best of 3 deck of this at some point too, so stay tuned for that. But for now, enjoy Golgari Selfmill with the new Ashlizzlle. It's a ton of fun to play. If you want to see all the gameplay, you can check that out over on my VOD channel, Ashlizzlle VODs. With that being said, let's enjoy some Golgari Selfmill. Valgavas Faithful. I mean, we're trying out the new cards, right? Like, the thing is, whenever we're playing early access, it's not necessarily about, like, fully optimizing a deck list. It's more about playing new cards. So if there's a new card that's slightly worse, but it's new, then I will go for that. Which is why I'm playing Dredger's Insight over something like Cash Grab. Is it better? I'm not sure, but it's new, so we're gonna check it out. That's the vibe. Okay, Ashlizzlle, you need to be in the graveyard. How are we doing? How are we doing that? Enhanced, not good. It's not good in the hand. Uh-oh. Opponent forced me to discard challenge. Okay. Gotta hit these lands now. Ashlizzle's growing. Permanent for emergence. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I'm not sure if it's better. I think it might be better. Because it's also a little bit of life gain there if we're trying to bring things out of the graveyard, which I don't hate, so. Dredger's Insight. Let's see if we can hit ourselves a land. Yay. There's a world where you hardcast Ashlizzle. Yeah. Technically, yes, but we'll see. We might get there. Who knows? Beans. I think you're cooked. You've cooked? I mean, I read that wrong. I think I read it first that you said, I think you're cooked. And I was like, oh shit. But we've cooked? Okay, thank you. I hope so. Dredger's Insight's kind of popping off though. This is a cool fucking card. This is a cool card. Kinda wish I had those mainboard Haywire Mites now, but they'll just belong in a sideboard. Yo. Let's see what we can do here. Time to pop off. Marauder. Look at the life we gain. Isn't that nice? Like, wow. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about, I mean, it's also because we have a lot of creatures in the hand, but the only thing that I'm slightly worried about is that we don't have enough creatures. But we'll see. Because this should be, like, popping off soon. But I also think we were... I don't know. We do have more creatures than anything, but yeah. To be determined, I guess. Look at these permanents laying on the side. Basically heal ourselves for 3 anytime something comes out of the graveyard is pretty good. Should have maybe just grabbed the Overlord, but we'll see. Grim Bauble. Why? Yo, Squirming Emergence. Yo. Hold on. I need to mill creatures. You're not understanding what we're trying to do here. Eh. Alright, draw 2 cards. Yo, Swarm Reaver plus Atchik, we're doing it. Soon, PM. Close to doing something. Only 4 creatures in a graveyard though, like that's not right. That's not the right number. That's not the right number. Okay, a little bit more now. I need creatures. Alright, I guess we're just doing this. I'm not happy with this at all. Like, 4 is not the right number for me. It's not the right number. Nah. These should be in a grave. Like, actually milling myself at this point. Maybe you're playing too much removal? Yeah, maybe I need to go like 3 beans. Like, I don't need multiple beans on the board. Like, 3 beans. Maybe add some more creatures in there. Oh my god, 3 synthesizers already? Yo. It's wild. Enough beans you can discard to hand size. Real. Yeah. Swarm Weaver. Yo, that's an insect too! I actually didn't know! Yo, this is an insect as well. That's kind of cooking, honestly. I didn't know. I didn't realize that. Yo. The hidden synergy. Yeah, Huskworcer Swarm is an insect. That's really dope. I like that. Let's go, my pretties. The reason why you picked it? No, just because it's like Huskworcer still works if your opponent plays exile effects, which is why I play it in all my decks. The insect thing is just a bonus. I didn't even think of that. Pew, 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 pew. And then I'm gonna go Atchik again. Whatever at this point. Squirming Emergence. Atchik. Yo! I mean... Yo! Like, that's a lot of insects though, chat. All with +1/+1. and Death Touch on it. Then again, the opponent gets like 3 massive artifacts for because they have 3 simulacrums, but we cooked. Maybe this card's like actually legitimately playable. The board deals damage. It sure as hell does. Bro, you can't stop my Ashlizzles. I have Ashlizzles for days. They're gonna keep coming back. And they're gonna keep coming back every time. What a mess this game is, though. Oh my goodness. More insects. More. Boom. More. Swing with all of the insects. Well, not the Swarm Weaver, but... Yo, look at these homies! Oh, hold on. This is... Alright. Yo. Ashlizzle is kind of cracked. Shit. Who wins? An army of 18 constructs or some tiny insect boys? Sheesh. Yo! Okay, chat, that popped the fuck off. That was great. Not a bad first game. Not a bad first game. Yo! Looks pretty good. Not every day you beat 3 synthesizers in a deck that's built around synthesizer. It means you're doing something good. So. Let's ball. Patchwork bestie. The last ride, spicy. I think I go Overlord first to get that ticking down. Well, I would Ashlizzle in a grave. So we can reanimate it. Alright, bestie attacking on turn 2. Hold up. It's getting real. Silly. Fun token creators? Well, have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Ashlizzle? You want a fun token creator? We got it right here. Yeah, don't pay attention to that Valgavoth. Nothing to see here. Yo, it's Swarmweaver. These Patchwork Bessies are just gonna solo our opponent. Don't even worry about it. Whoa. Turbo Selfmill. Yeah, we can activate Brute Engine. So okay. I was like, something is gonna go crazy here, but it wasn't. All right, looks good. Let's go. I love these little robot guys. They're actually super friendly. I would trust them. Okay. A speed-based Rakdos mid-range. I don't know. Good work. I've seen so many people play Momentum Breakers. I'm gonna get the press. Oh, it's a good card. Dredger's Insight. I buy back my bestie. Yolfin, thank you for the 12. Thank you for a year. Bro. Like I said, we're just milling the wrong cards, guys. We need to mill creatures. Creatures. Mill them. Meh. Okay, we mill the creature. Good for us. Yay. That's the thing about self-mill decks. There's always like a little bit of casino elements attached to it, you know? At least we're gonna get Swarm Weaver soon. Consensus on cutest card from the set? Ooh, I don't know. Bro, they got speed 4. You still shuffled and play? Yeah, that was great. Yo, the discard? Thanks. We needed that. Magic is here. We go Swarm Weave. A little sussy against all of this, though. But Marauder can get better. Cheaper. We Swarm Weave. Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead and discard me. I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. I need to get the edge. Our insect queen. This is such a cute little pet, though. I actually really like these pets. It's been a while since I felt like they had a pet that was actually, like, enjoyable, but I think they did it. Yo. Wait, Viper discards, right? Yo, hold up. Shout out to Viper. We're grateful. Slay. Alright, yeah, I'll take it. Should have technically sequenced that different, but played a Marauder first, but it's revealed anyways, so it won't matter that much. Alright, are we cooking? We just gotta get ourselves a Squirming Emergence. And we can get Etchik back and get a bunch of insects. Yo. I might just hold that for now. Debris beetle isn't an insect? Huh. Can it not be an insect vehicle? I don't know. Makes no sense, I guess. Yo, opponent is all in on the blood gas. They really bit me. Literally, they were not very nice when I played with them. Well, I just don't want to go to my life under 10 because then these blood gas get haste, so I'll just block the one that they can bring back. Woof woof. It's kind of weird because it doesn't look like a vampire, does it? It looks like a dog. Why? I don't know. Doesn't look like a vampire, it looks more like a werewolf. Either way. Oh, our queen. Our queen. She's here. She has arrived. I mean, then again, our opponent's dead in the air before we can do this, but... Arca, I mean, you know it, Bestie. Like, we got taste over here. A dog. Dog peer? I don't know, vampire? Nosferatu? Arcus Aquamarine Remix. Isn't that like a little bit worse though? Alright, hold up. Before we get out of this game, we're casting Etchick. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. We gotta get our insect queen up in here. Yeah, baby! Woo, I mean, it's too late because we already won, but like, yeah. Well, I guess they can gain 4 life, can't they? But still. Momentum Breaker is actually a busted-ass card. It's unreal. Like, this card is ridiculous. Like, we'll see, we really didn't need Momentum Breaker right now. Like, we really didn't need that. Yeah. Mainland's a little awkward, but... Oh, we're back on the fidget spinner map. I do love the way this looks, though. Like, this is so pleasing. Such a, you know, very nice, comforting, like, color scheme. Color palette. It's just great. I like it. I guess we start with Bean so we can get those Overlord triggers off of it. Is it interactable? I haven't really seen that. Not much, I don't think. No, not much. Oh god. We better start milling. Swarmweaver's in there. Atchik is in there. Alright, alright. I might just want to keep that in there. The dinos! Dinosaurs is so popular, by the way, in Best of 1 right now. Played against more dinosaur decks than I have against anything. Everything's dinos. Yeah, they did get a lot of support for sure, and there's still a lot of like really good dino cards too. Mill it. Throw it in the grave. Let me cast one of these guys. Bleak. Alright then. Oh, next turn we're gonna pop off. Velgavasi, you're supposed to be in the grave. Just gonna decline it again. Alright, finally we can go crazy next turn. Hopefully we're alive. I think we will be. We'll have a lot of death touch things, a lot of value. Surely we thrive. Squirming Emergence. Atchik. Atchik gives us 5 insects. Ooh. And we get a Swarmweaver, so that's a good setup. Okay. Let's go. Huskburster. Draw. That's also pretty good. And let's go Squirming Emergence. Our queen! Atchik. We need to have like a good nickname for this card. It reminds me of like a video game villain, but I just don't remember from what game. I don't know. Yo, they got rid of our queen. I don't know. It's Quinth. Is that gonna get rid of the Huskburster? Yo. Yo. That's pretty good. I mean, we're gonna Swarm Weave. go, bestie. First up, Marauder. We can draw 2 cards. Yes, and then we can also do Huskburster, and then we can Swarm Weave. I don't know. It's... Or maybe was it like a TV show or something? Like, he's got a very... I don't know. Huskburstin. And then we go Swarm Weave. Doctor Who. Let's go. You guys ever needed some insects with Death Touch? Because we got some. Pew, 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 pew. Alright. The alt art, like this face, I don't know. This is actually one thing that's gonna come to mind, but yo, Atali? Dude. Atali? I mean, if my opponent blocks the highest... I swing with everything, it would just not get real close to winning. Six mana Atali? Bro, I mean... No, I think I have lethal too. I'm just playing my stuff out. Trying to see if maybe there was a slight chance I could pop off a little bit more, but... Not to BM. Anyways, this is not gonna... Well, if that gets double blocked, which they kind of should do, plus this gets blocked, then it's like, what, 8, 10... Should be... Yeah, I was just trying to see, like, if there was a way for us to, like, get screaming. I actually thought Dredger's Inside would put enchantments in hand too, but it doesn't. Nah, so I like the dream. I think this is a mole because I don't think we have any. These need to be in a grave, and like these. We don't have any self-mill. Still need a way to discard. I mean, or mill, and you have access to that though in the root stacks. I like these little robots. Yeah. Landfall triggers. So that could pop off. I hope the opponent is playing the filth. Do it, you won't. The Obeans. They play in the Simic deck. I think I'm supposed to do Overlord first to just get that like train going. Okay. We'll get a bestie. Start getting some more mill up in here. Sabbathum from Destiny. I was actually thinking about something a lot more dark side. I was thinking about like something from like an old cartoon. They're def playing the filth. The Innkeeper's talent. You're playing the filth. I know you are. There's no hiding. We all know you're playing it. You're playing it. Yeah, like they're doing it, man. Oh my god. In the flesh. Yo. The queen has arrived. The baddie. Can I bring Achik? Do we have Achik? Fuck, we don't. Is this exile? No. Bro, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Okay, Achik's in there. We're a little too slow. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, it's going crazy. Okay, I actually found who Achik reminds me of, and I don't know what part of my brain had to like dig for this, but I know what it is. But nobody in this chat, there might be like one person in this whole chat that's gonna catch the reference. So that's going to be interesting. Yo, do I have like 11 insects? Hold up, let me cook. No, wait, fuck, I don't. 6 of them. Ah, that's still not bad. Yeah. Or 5, actually. Okay, sweet. What do we need to get rid of? You just chomp that, right? Just sequence that differently, but oh my god, the filth is gonna go crazy, dude. Alright, didn't matter. Anyways, so Achik, the art reminds me of Vexus from the old cartoon. I think it's called Life as a Teenage Robot. It's like a cunty looking insect. Hold on, I don't know if you can see it. If I need to lower my brightness. It looks like that. That is a deep, like, that goes like... I know. I don't know how my brain ended up getting there, but... Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. I know. I was like, this is somehow bringing back memories. So... there you go. Throwback, yeah. That's what I get to. Some of the art of this thing is crazy though. Yo, like seriously, how am I beating the filth? Like, how am I beating the filth? I really don't know. The indestructible is ridiculous. I need to be able to sideboard for that. Sheesh. Do you not have exile? I do, I think. The overwhelming remorse, but I don't have it right now. I don't know. On the Dutch television thing, it was a little different. Okay. I'll drop a picture in the Discord. Mill? Wait, where did that come from? Based on what? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's just a joke, right? Because I am a self-bounce deck. Or self-mill deck. Okay, that's a joke, though. Really? Scammed. Scammed. Here, I dropped it in a great hall in the Discord. It's just the same. This card, bro. This card. Sheesh. Do I just throw Overlord in front of it? So then that's... I take 9. Alright, let's do it. I think. Life's a resource. I'm gonna swing with all my insects and hope for the best. Diversion unit? Yeah, I know, getting milled. Not sure if Dredger's Insight could find us something. Let me a same for the 2. Another Spooter. It doesn't really matter. I think we just gotta swing anyway. Gain some life. Divide Fear. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why my brain thought of that. Yeah, this! We've needed that for so long, bro. That was the answer for the filth. I mean, I think I'm dead either way, so I might as well swing with everything and hope for the best, right? Yeah, you might as well just swing. Math for blockers. Like, all the insects that die also trigger Achik, so... yeah. I don't think we're there, but... I think it's, close still. Yo, actually, though? Wait, I think we did it! Oh! Yo, Achik, the MVP, dude!